Welcome to the Weather Insights Briefing. I'm meteorologist Scott Pitney along with meteorologist Jeff Lindner, and this is Tuesday morning, January 21st. Jeff, we have snow, winter storm warning in effect. But that orange area right there, that is something new, something I've never seen in my lifetime. That is a blizzard warning. And couldn't find any hard criteria for a blizzard warning for our area. It does vary from area to area, but we're going with, for today anyway, we're going with frequent wind and wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour, the gale criteria, very close to the gale criteria. And then the other one is less than a quarter um, of a mile visibility with the snow blowing. Um, most of the visibilities we're reading right around Houston Metro. I think, Jeff, you mentioned were about a mile or so. So we're not anywhere too close to the blizzard, what we're calling the blizzard criteria for Houston Metro. But again, just east of there, Beaumont, Lake Charles on over into Louisiana, Lafayette, all those areas right there under a blizzard warning. Elsewhere, we're just getting moderate snow, mainly around Houston. That's because temperatures are in the freezing around or below the freezing mark, upper 20s for Houston Metro, right around freezing, 30 degrees along the coast. We are getting a little bit of rain mixed in, even though radar is showing complete snow all the way down to the coast. There is some rain mixed in, and there it is. You can see some of those darker blue bands are fairly moderate bands of snow moving through the area, and then the pink is freezing rain. You can see some of that green mixed in again right along the coast. There is rain mixed in, but we've got a few more hours of this, Jeff. You can see the precipitation back toward Texas, South Texas, the hill country. So we've got a few more hours of this to go.
Yeah, what a morning. This is one of those where you take a snapshot, especially for the blizzard warning. That one was it's just kind of wow, And it is, we've been gusting to 41 at Hobby. Galveston's been gusting to 41 with the snow this morning, and so I don't really know what the blizzard criteria is down here. It's not like we use it all the time. And if this is about as close as we're probably going to come ever to it here, at least, right now, what's going on out there. These are some of the observations. You can see the visibility intercontinental down to a mile. So that's kind of that light, maybe getting into some moderate type snow. All the temperatures in the mid to upper 20s across the area, wind chills down into the teens. You can see these just howling northeast winds. As a matter of fact, look at Galveston right now, northeast gusting to 49 down on
Wow.
the island. So I mean, it is a sight to behold here this morning in southeast Texas with the snow and the accumulations. Of course, big thing is travel. Most of our freeways have snow on them. TxDOT has deployed all of their resources, and right now their effort is to keep one freeway lane as open as possible on most of our freeways. So they are plowing one freeway lane just constantly over and over again and trying to keep that one lane open. But we have seen, especially out west on I-10, around 99 in those areas, where as soon as the plow comes through, the snow's coming down fast enough that it's covering that traffic lane back up again. And so it's going to be a battle here this morning with the transportation agencies if they can kind of keep up with the snowfall. And then we'll see how things go into this afternoon. The snow kind of ending in that late morning to early afternoon time frame, pushing off the coast. We may get a little sun this afternoon that warms us up a little bit. That could help with a little bit of melting. But then we really go down, still looking to go down pretty low tonight. And again, this is probably going to depend where we get some of these higher banded snowfalls. And so that's where we'll have the coolest temperatures. It could potentially be colder in northern Galveston County than say College Station tonight. And so it's just going to depend, and these temperatures may change some today on where we have snowpack tonight, and that's going to allow that radiational cooling out. So anything that does melt, and so far, those of you, you've been outside, you looked around, this is a kind of a wet snow. Some of it's melting on contact, so the pavement outside is wet. And that continues into the night with a little melting. This is all going to freeze into ice. And so travel is hazardous now. and it's going to be hazardous, much, very hazardous into tomorrow morning with the likelihood of ice on the roadways across the area. And so we'll see also how much we warm up tomorrow. It just really depends on how much snow we get here in the next few hours with these banding features coming in. And then tomorrow night into Thursday morning, going back down into the mid to upper 20s. So again, anything that melts tomorrow afternoon, we will see more melting tomorrow afternoon. Anything that does melt, we will see that refreeze on the roadways and the pavement and stuff like that. And so again, ice is the concern, and we'll probably be getting in more. Right now, you can see the snow, you can see the white. You can say, okay, there's snow there. I don't want to drive on that. But as we get into these later periods, you might not necessarily have the snow, but a thin layer of what we call black ice, and it just looks like maybe some wet pavement or even sometimes dry pavement. You can't really see it, and that can be really dangerous. So we're going to be dealing with this probably to some degree into Thursday morning with the snow that's going on now. But just if you just look at this winter weather radar. This is kind of reminiscent a little bit of Christmas 2004, a little bit further to the north, and I do have a couple snow totals. We haven't had a lot of totals come in. I think as people get up this morning, we'll get a lot more. But we have had this kind of band here from northern Waller across northern Harris, southern Montgomery of 1 to 2 inches. So an inch up in Aldine so far, an inch in the Woodlands, 2 inches over in Pinehurst, southwest Montgomery County. And I suspect this area back even into Austin County is getting some accumulation now. So it's kind of starting to pile up out there. It was kind of slow getting going overnight with the sleet mixing in. But here over the next few hours is when we're going to see some of that heavier snowfall rate and the faster, quicker accumulation. So the biggest message this morning is stay exactly where you're at. Do not get out on the roads. Do not attempt to travel.
Boy, Jeff, all the years I've lived in Houston, blizzard and snow plow. Those are two things I never would expect to see, but here we are, blizzards and plows on January 21st in Southeast Texas. Jeff, thank you very much. We'll have another update this afternoon. You can get it right here on the Weather Insights YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and share the link as well. And then you can also read on our Weather Insights website. Just follow the link for the blog. We'll have all that in the show notes. Thanks again, Jeff.